Hey everyone, it's Morgan with Woodland Yoga here tonight for our Monday night discussion. And tonight is a special night. It's Winter Solstice, so happy solstice to you all. I have lit my candle tonight on this darkest night, leading up to brighter days ahead. And this candle is very special. It is a gift from one of my closest, oldest, and dearest friends, Erin, who's one of our patrons. Hey, Erin. And it comes from a California maker too. She's all about looking for like local people to support. So I think that's really amazing of her and something we should all try to do is support our communities and our areas. So this is from Celestial Sentiments. It's spelled like SCENT. It's a Nerolian sandalwood candle and it smells so wonderful and it's keeping me warm on this cold night. And it has little seashells and stones in it. I don't know if you can see, but it's lovely. Thank you. And so tonight I wanted to share with you a practice that I've developed that's main inspiration comes from Kundalini practice, but it's also kind of a combination of a few different practices that I've tried over the years and really enjoyed. But like I said, the main inspiration being a Kundalini practice where you focus on the chakras, starting with the root. And what you do is you kind of engage the space you're in and focus on the energy and feel for it. And when you do feel it, like a warmth or a fluttering or any kind of energetic feeling, you take that and you rise it up to the next chakra, engage that space. Same thing, feeling that energy rising, and you go up, 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 all the way up to the crown. And then when you get to the crown, you take a moment to kind of bathe your brain in that energy. And it can cause like a very euphoric feeling. And that's why I call it ecstasy breath work, because it's definitely a high vibe feeling moment that you create with just your own breath and energy and intention. So I really want to share it with you all. And so what we'll do, and you can sit down, you can stand or lay on your back, whatever is comfortable for you. And you take a few moments, just like we would in yoga, where you turn inward. So like your normal gaze is outward facing. What you're going to do is usually it works best if you close your eyes because it just helps the focus. But so close your eyes, looking inward, relaxing the breath. I usually try to encourage people to at least try for a 2-count inhale, 2-count exhale. And you want to, keep working on making that a longer, slower inhale and exhale, but start with a 2-count. So as you're breathing this slow, focused breath, scan the body. You can start from the bottoms of your feet, going up the legs, into the seat space, the hips, belly, scanning for any like tensions you have and are carrying. And you want to just take a moment and try to relax the space so that you can be open and in this meditative space to work. Once you're feeling open, relaxed, good, then we'll begin the work. So starting at the root, that's like your perineum space, the bottom of your seat and your center. So you'll, just like when you have to go and you hold it in, it's that same kind of a lock. You're like pulling it in and up. So you create the lock and start to feel for the energy. Just slow breath, not trying to make anything happen, just trying to watch for something. Sometimes people will say it feels like a warmth. Some people say it's like a flutter. Or some people just say it feels like a tingly, like warm, energetic feeling. So searching for that in the seat with the lock engaged. And when you start to feel the heat, then you want to rise up into your low belly space, the womb space area. And you lock in again, locking in the low belly, pulling it in towards your spine with the locks engaged. And now feeling for that same thing. Look for that energetic feeling. Breathing slow and full. And when you feel that rised energy, moving up into the rib space. Pull in. So now your whole core is engaged, perineum engaged. Notice if you're feeling that rise of energy. When you feel like it's come up into this space, now we're going to go up into the heart space, blocking it by just kind of thinking of the chest tightening. It's not a forceful thing. It's just sort of just creating a lock. So now you're locked up to the heart space. The energy is warm up in this space, and a lot of times people will notice they feel like the warmth goes all the way across their chest, even all the way to their hands. So feel that warmth pervading your body. And now we'll go up into the throat. For the throat lock, you're thinking about pulling the throat in towards the back of the neck, kind of like mid-gulp, that kind of a lock. With the lock engaged, all the way up, feeling that warm energy rise. When you feel it up in the throat, now you're going to rise it up into the mouth, cheeks, eyes, the bridge of the nose, all the way up into the forehead. And you're going to lock at the forehead. Now you don't have to crunch up your eyes or anything. You're just creating that lock through intention. Okay? Letting the energy rise. Sometimes people will say they feel it flow all across their face. All the way up into the head. And now moving up into the crown, the top of the head, locking. Again, this is just an intention in your mind that you're locking the crown of the head space. Full body. All the locks engaged. All right, now we're going to slowly allow that energy to bathe across the head. Imagine yourself sort of just refreshing and renewing your mind with all that energy flowing all up in the head space. Now begin to unlock the crown, brows, throat, heart, ribs, belly, all the way down to the center space. And in this openness, imagine that energy pour down the sides of your head, temples, sides of the ears, sides of the neck, shoulders, sides of the waist, hips, pouring down the thighs and down the seat, down the legs, all the way into the feet. And just spend a few minutes here bathing in that energetic feeling. And if you'd like to do it again, do it again. If you want to share it with your friends, please do. I think that this is such a great way for us to begin to recognize the energy that flows with us and work with it. Instead of feeling so separate from breath and body and the world around us, we begin to feel more united through doing practices like this, because it just makes us see that energy, that life-giving energy that flows in through us. When you look into the light of someone's eyes, there's something that you see in there. There's like this illuminated being within each person, and that is what we're beginning to focus on, that source energy. And that's what all the practices are really about. If you feel uncomfortable or just like new to doing chakras, I want you to recognize that these are just focus points. These are things created by people to help us focus inward. Really, the only practice is connecting to source, connecting to the breath of life. And we just use all these different practices to help us get there. But the end note is that we connect to our internal, and through that, we begin to see our connection to breath, to our body, to the people and world around us. Thank you so much for tuning in tonight for our practice. I hope you all enjoyed it. We are going to talk about herbalism. I'm going to see if we can get a special guest on that, because I have a very dear friend that I think would be really interested in chatting with us about herbalism. So we're going to save that one for next week, but I really wanted to share this one with you all tonight, something that you can try, and let me know how it made you feel. And, you know, if you have any questions about any of this stuff, any of these works, if you have any concerns, please feel free to message me anytime. I love to chat about this kind of stuff, and I'm always open, you know, to talking more deeply on any of these subjects. All right, happy solstice. I hope you'll have a wonderful night, and I will see you on Wednesday at 2 p.m. I'm going to do a Facebook Live. So tune in if you can. This is Pacific Standard Time, 2 p.m. on Wednesday, Facebook Live. All right, have a great night. Bye.